Hey guys, welcome. I'm Sarah Wiseman. Welcome to Divinestrology, April 2021. This is my channeled report for the month of April. My process is I've been doing channeling in trance meditation since uh, 2000, so many decades of doing this work, and really pleased to bring it to you now. My process is to go into meditative state, connect with the guides, and then usually for me, it's this ear, the information comes in, and then I'm just sort of typing with my eyes closed. So here we go for April 2021 after, a really rough year. And so we're kind of coming out the other side. The birth of the awakened self. Whereas 1 year ago, you were met with the shadow of fear, in this new year, you are met with the light of hope. It is a new cycle, a new era. You have entered not just the cycle of another year, another 365 days around the sun, but the cycle of many hundreds of years. The Aquarian age, and it is here now. And oh, yes, you can feel it. And oh, yes, the road has been bumpy and very difficult. The path you have walked has been incredibly draining and straining. Yet now there is relief, not just for the next year, but for the entire new cycle you have entered. This cycle, this Aquarian age, is what you have come here for. It is what you were born into this lifetime for, a time for healing. Many of you remain deep in the shadow of suffering. We know this, we see and feel this, and we also say, you can lift your heads. You can lift your eyes up and look around and allow yourself to see that the past is truly gone. Even the very rocky road of a soul collective that is shifting from one consciousness level to another, even these bumps will be smoother, easier, less draining, less frightening. The soul collective has decided, not all of you, but enough of you so that the tipping point is reached, that the scale is shifted to light. You have determined together that there is a new way to live. So many aspects create convergence for this. First, the new Aquarian astrological cycle that topples and tumbles all old structures, including those in your mind. Next, the growing awareness of souls freed from the tyranny of group thought. Next, the remembering of all souls who agreed to come here at this time, in this place, right here to do this light work. Remember this, it is your sole purpose to be here right now in this time, place, and culture to contribute with your unique gifts. There is no them. In the old system of war, you worked in the energies of suffering. This was a hopeless solution that was not a solution at all. It was an outpouring of rage, which did not create solution, just more anger. As you evolve, you understand that war can no longer be regarded as a viable solution for anything. Even as the ego longs to release anger, your soul understands war does not work. Other tools of resolution work better. Some of you know this fully already, but most of you are working toward this understanding. Thus, every time you rise up into us versus them, even when you are on the right side, you come to this learning anew. Even as you feel outrage over the injustice of how things are, you are also recognizing that anger does not work. You can be as angry as you feel for as long as you like, But one day you wake up and understand this approach does not work. So, what is the solution? Let go of us versus them. Let go of righteous indignation. Let go of the ego and try a new way. Souls working together. This is a new idea for the collective, and you will see great strides all at once when you begin to work with this understanding. Healing grief. Right now, you are dealing with releasing your current anger and healing your past anger. Even after pain is over, the trauma remains. This is where many of you are now still processing the grief of the trauma you have been through, the wound of corrupt systems, the trauma of chaos, the suffering of Gaia, the deep wailing grief of all who have lost loved ones this past year, and the fear of all who have suffered the loss of a practical reality that was not ever stable at all. Understand you are recovering individually and collectively from pain, grief, and loss. Even as you move to this better cycle, the trauma must be recognized to be released. Name it, know it, let it go. What is past is not now. Allow yourself this, and as you do your own releasing, be kind to others. You are all moving through grief together. Your time to contribute. Recall that you were born for this. You were born for this. This is the reason you, as a soul, agreed to come to this place, this time, this culture you find yourself in, this collective awakening. Some of you are star seeds, long aware of your mission in this lifetime. Don't delay a moment longer. The time is here. Others of you have been light workers in waiting, biding your time until the world caught up to you. Come out of hiding and begin your contribution. There is no more waiting, no more hiding, and there is certainly no more room for fear. This is the time you were born for. Your contribution is to bring light, share light, and experience light. Your task is to bring consciousness to the collective. In past lifetimes, you kept yourself secret because the world was not ready for you. Yet in this lifetime, perhaps the first lifetime you have ever experienced this way, you do not have to hide. In fact, you are called to contribute without apology or fear. Bring your talents, bring your gifts, bring your understanding, and start acting from that place. Those who are still asleep will either not see you as if you are invisible, or they may awaken from your efforts. Your job, and by this we mean all souls born into this time who are now awake, is to awaken the soul collective. If you are afraid, feel your fear and step in anyway. The age of awakening is here, and you are here to contribute. Everything is changing. Hold your mind very open. Everything is already changing, and you will begin to see this soon in all aspects of politics, banking, manufacturing, medicine, psychology. It is as if you have stepped onto a new planet. Soon, cars will not be cars, money will not be held in the same way. Politics will move to coalition instead of party. Manufacturing will go green. Medicine will come from Gaia. Psychology will move into the understanding of the soul. What is passing is competition, control, hoarding of resources, inequality, waste, coercive belief systems. All of these systems and structures are changing right now, right in front of you. And yet, you will not see them until suddenly, all at once, you will look up and see that everything is different and it is better. Recall, change is the constant. Nothing is static. Everything always flows to its highest potentiality. Don't fight change or long for the old ways. Flow with what is happening and be astonished by what the soul collective is creating at last. And finally, for April, walk your path. You are called to go forward. Your understanding as an awakened being means you must walk the path of consciousness, just as old systems no longer are relevant and are toppling down. So too are old relationships. Many relationships you have long held will no longer be there for you. This could be family, partner, friend, colleague. Understand that your call is to walk your soul path, and others may or may not continue on your soul path with you. It is okay to change. In this new age, when you are here to contribute at the highest level of your soul destiny, you may be called to move, to sever ties, to leave home, to start fresh, to begin again. You will be supported on your path, but you may not be supported by the same relationships or structures that you once knew. Allow this. Release the need for things to stay as they were. Seek kindred spirits who are also attending to the task of contributing to the soul collective. You will find them easily, for you are all seeking each other. Whatever or whoever is still consumed with anger, fear, vitriol, blame, chaos, let this go. Your path is light, bright, shining with hope. This is why you are here, and it is the path you are called to walk now. Thank you for listening. You can find me at sarahwiseman.com. If you want to sign up for Divinestrology, my free gift to you, direct to your inbox, go to the website and you'll find ways to do that there. Thanks for listening.